First of all, and y'all ain't gonna like what I'm about to say, but that coach for the Minnesota Timberwolves, I don't know his damn name. He is the Ash Ketchum of coaching.
Huh?
And you may say, hey, Max, what the hell do that mean? We're gonna get to it. So, Indiana Pacers, Celtics. I watched the game yesterday. I had an opportunity to be home and watch the game, and it was cute. It was cute. I mean, honestly, y'all, people were saying that the Celtics should have lost game number 1, and that could have been the case. But based off watching that game, I'm gonna sum it up. Big brother versus little brother. You clearly can beat your little brother. It's like big brother can clearly beat little brother. You're bullshitting around. He's scoring points on you. He's happy. You're not saying nothing. You're letting him be happy. He's up 7-3 or 7-4. You catch up. He goes up another 2 points, 9-7. You catch up. Next thing you know, y'all supposed to win. You know, game win by 2. Y'all going to 11. He scored 10. You scored 10. You end up winning 12-10. And he's like, gosh darn it. I was close enough. I could have beat him. In your mind, you're like, man, dude, I'm bullshitting around with you, cuz. Like, I'm playing competitive enough to let you get better, but I'm not playing to where I'm gonna destroy you. I'm not trying to beat you 11-1 or 11-0. You see what I mean? I'm not sitting here saying that the Celtics could beat Indiana Pacers by 40 or 50 a game, but if they really revved up the intensity the entire game, they're beating that team by 20 each game. Easy. Is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? We're going to find out in this finals, because they have been able to conserve energy. Really no injuries, you know what I mean, outside of Kristaps Porzingis. So they are going to go into the finals pretty much healthy, fully healthy. Kristaps supposed to be back. So that's a good thing. But from a mental standpoint, a mentality standpoint, what happens in the finals? Do you make a statement? Because I believe they can have a couple of statement games against the Mavs, because that's what they're going to play, and beat them by double digits. We're talking about 10 points, 15, maybe 20. But based off how you've been playing all playoffs long against the Cavs, against the Indiana Pacers, I forgot who else they played, can you rev up the intensity now? Because you've kind of been just, just playing, refraining, not trying to destroy anybody. You just being like, keeping it cute, sticking around. So we'll find out how that goes with the Celtics. Will it bite them in the ass? Will it be a great strategic plan? Will it bite them in the ass, or will it be a great strategic plan going into the finals? Because I really believe going into the finals, they're gonna have a couple of statement games, at least one, but I believe they can have 2 statement games where they win that game by at least double digits. Again, it could be 10 points, 15 points, maybe even 20. Move on to the Western Conference Finals. Coach of the Minnesota Timberwolves. I damn near said Minnesota Vikings. Lord have mercy. Minnesota Timberwolves. He asked Ketchum a coach, and you may say, hey, Max, what do that even mean? This is what I mean. And I'm just basing it off this series. You know what I mean? I'm not saying in general, but let's look at the last couple of series. So you got Suns that they beat. You have the Denver Nuggets that they beat. And they were, and to a point, they were able to kind of just, play the way the coach had, like from a let's say a rotation standpoint. They've been able to kind of play the way coach wants them to play from a rotation standpoint, from a defensive standpoint, things of that nature, and it's worked. It's like the equivalent of Pokemon. You got what's his name? You got Ash Ketchum. What's his favorite Pokemon? Pikachu. Pika. You got Pikachu, and you're going against the water Pokemon. Thunder Shock. Super effective, right? You knock them out. And I can't think of other Pokemons, but so let's say the Suns are whatever water Pokemon that's out there, the fish. Hit them with that damn electric shock or that thunderbolt. Knock them out because they beat them with 4-0. Then you go to the Denver Nuggets, and the Denver Nuggets have a Pokemon that favors Pikachu, but the coach over there, and that Pokemon is a little bit better, so it pushes Pikachu to the brim, but Pikachu still is super, decently effective versus that Pokemon. Thunderbolt wins that, right? Now you're playing against the Mavs, and the Mavs is Onyx. Let's say Onyx. Thunderbolt is not effective at all. Thunderbolt, and we're like, can you do some Thunderbolt? Can you do something else? Thunderbolt? See, coach ain't making no adjustments. And particularly when it comes to the damn rotation, like they had a rotation change when they played against the damn Denver Nuggets, but that was out of necessity. Rudy Gobert, he was gone. He was with his baby, which I was cool with that. Y'all heard my thoughts on that on I think it was on TikTok or something like that. Anywho, X, by the way, at AMAXReacts, saying. But anywho, no adjustments is being made. I'm thinking to myself, you make millions of dollars to be a professional coach. Y'all don't see any adjustments that could be made. After game 2, all adjustments should be made. And by the way, coaches, all the coaches out there, I don't understand when at the beginning of a season, you should let every player should know, look, first of all, this is a business. We are grown men out here. We all make millions of dollars. Yes, there are going to be a starting 5 on this team, but as the season go by, there could be times where you may not be as useful in this game. You may not be as useful in this series if we make it to the playoffs, and the adjustments are going to be made to help us be the best that we can be for that particular game. And the men, y'all got to get over your damn ego and be like, you know what? I understand it's a business, and it sucks. I get it. You want to be the hero of your story. I got it. But you got to understand that it's not all about you, baby. And you got to be willing to do what needs to be done so that y'all can be successful as a team. Y'all got to start establishing that culture, coaches. Y'all not doing that. Because that lineup change definitely should have been made after game 1. But after game 2, it's like, what are we doing? Rudy Gobert is not useful in this series. Newsflash, I think everybody that's watched this series knows. Gobert, he can't slide well, so it's useless there. He not doing anything with blocking, and the only way he can even do that is if the other players that he have is funneling the players in. That's not happening. He doesn't rebound well. Yes, he's a tall body, but he's being destroyed on the offensive glass. I'm thinking, like, is he actually 7'1"? Is he really 7 foot? Why they destroying this man on the offensive glass? What the hell is going on? I get it. It's a new league. You're shooting deeper shots. Longer shots, it begets longer rebounds. I get it, but damn. Like, they treating him like he like 6'4", 6'3". And he's going against all 7-footers. And he can't even, like, do you got lead in your shoes? But I'm talking about cat too. But I'm just saying, so in there, you're not rebounding well. You're not blocking any shots. You're not sliding. You could be exposed almost every play, especially if you're put in a pick and roll. You're virtually useless. And Cat, what in the actual fuck is going on with you? 0 for 8 in the last game? After 0 for 2, 0 for 3? Bro, you ain't even gotta go deep in the paint, but you definitely need to get to the high post in the elbow area or a little bit deeper or something like that. But look, y'all, have y'all ever thought? He probably just not that guy when it comes to being down there. Because I know a lot of people are like, get your big ass down in the paint. He probably just ain't got no paint moves. He probably the type of guy that you got to set up 100% in the best spot possible, and then maybe he can score. Right? I mean, you're a professional scorer. Professional basketball player. I hope you can score a layup and stuff like that. But he's probably not a guy that you can just give the ball to. And he could turn to that right shoulder, left shoulder, hit a move, soft touchdown. He probably just not that guy. Maybe he is. I ain't watched him play like that, but based off what I've been watching, he just don't have, he's not no Joker. And I get it. Joker is A1. Joker is Joker. But if you give Joker the ball and you put, what's his name? Luka Doncic on him. He gonna score on Luka at worst 8 out of 10 times. That's like if he slip, because you know how great his touch is at the rim, but he too big. He gonna score every single time. For the most part, he'll score 8 out of 10 at worst. But even if he misses, he's getting his own rebound. He's going back up. So like Luka has virtually no chance of guarding somebody like Joker. And you may say, what Joker got to do with this? What I'm saying is, you could put somebody small on Anthony Towns, but he's just not that guy down low. So it's not gonna even matter. Maybe he scored 4 out of 5 down there, maybe, which is not good when you got somebody that's undersized on you. But he's just not effective down there. And that's his game. His game is I'm gonna sit my big ass out there in the 3-pointer and just heave up shots. Maybe I try to dribble here and there. Like when he dribble, it looks weird. Like it's not smooth. It's like baby giraffe legs, baby deer legs. It's him and Gobert. So there, it's like you really can't use either for real. Not in this series. You know? Me personally, I like Nas Reed on Luka as the primary defender. He don't have to guard him every single possession, but as a primary defender, absolutely. He can slide his feet with him. He's tall enough. He's big enough. I think that his defensive IQ is good enough. I watched the play. He's on Luka. Luka did some nice little move. Spins off the right shoulder, shoots the fadeaway, makes it. And I'm like, good Lord, that's great defense. That was just a great shot. Next possession, they take Naz Reid off. I'm like, what are you doing, coach? He's the best option to guard Luka. If Luka's going to make those type of shots, I'm fine with that. What I'm not fine with is Luka walking your defender down and just tossing up an easy lob. Or walking your defender down and just flipping it up for an easy floater type of shot. Shit like that. But if he has to make spin off fadeaways, like really tough shots, I'm fine with that. That's just nothing you can do about that. You understand? So to me, when they took Naz Reid off after that defensive possession, I was like, what in the hell is the Minnesota Timberwolves doing? Okay, I like Kyle Anderson, sloth ass out there. He knocks down shots, and I like him on defense. I would love to see a mixture of Kyle Anderson and Naz Reid on Luka. Now, it's too late now. The series is over. You're not winning 4 in a row. You have zero chance of winning, okay? I heard Uncle Shannon Sharp says slim. Ain't no slim. It's 0. You're not coming back. But my point is, you gotta make the proper adjustment. Now, obviously, this is a learning curve, and hopefully they make the adjustments and they're able to make they're gonna make the playoffs, I believe, next year. And they're able to get themselves back to this position and do better the next year. But this year, man, it's like, damn, what the hell is happening? And then with Ant-Man, he gotta get better off the ball. The boy can be special, but you can't just be great, ball in your hand, trying to blow past 1 or 2 players, getting people open, scoring, things of that nature. That stuff can happen in spurts, pick your spots, but he has to be able to play off the ball as well. Defense says, hey, this is an open area on the court where I can get to. I can slash down here. I can flare out here. Let me catch the ball. Once you catch the ball, a half second. A half second. What you gonna do? Are you passing that thing? Are you shooting that thing? Are you dribbling to try to draw a foul? Things of that nature. He's not there yet. He's just more of, let me get the ball. And he doesn't dribble the air out the ball. He does make quick decisions when he's dribbling, but he can be even deadlier if he was playing off the ball. Mike Conley has to have the opportunity to try to drive in, draw fouls and stuff. I know he's long in the tooth. But he still has some speed. He still has the ability. He's still savvy enough to draw fouls and things of that nature. But you can't just have one guy trying to create everything for everybody. That's not winning basketball. So definitely off season, get Anthony Edwards off the ball. And as a coaching staff, everybody should have different gifts to help y'all out as a whole. You should have somebody that specializes on defense, working with the players there, working with the players on ball, on basketball development, dribbling the ball and things of that nature. You got a shooting coach. You should have a coach that's great at dissecting film. Right? So like the coach that was great at dissecting film, as he on the sideline, he's seeing the stuff. He's like, damn, I see this adjustment. I see that this player could have been better here. This player should have been able to play according to what I'm seeing, blah, blah, blah. And then you go to the game film that gives you an aerial view so you can see everything that you may not see on the sideline and say, oh, based off that gives me the verification, the confirmation that what I said is right. Hey, coach, can we make this adjustment here? And maybe there are coaches that are asking the coach, like, can we do this? And coach is probably denying this shit. Because at the end of the day, it is the head coach's job to be like, yes, we're going to do this, or no, we're not going to do this. But I just don't see how you don't see why Naz Reid or Kyle Anderson should be on Luka most of the time. I want Anthony Anderson on Derrick Jones, a little bit on Kyrie, but we already know Coach Kidd took advantage of that. When he said, oh, so Anthony gonna play his hand and say he gonna guard Kyrie? Oh yeah, Kyrie, 16 to 18, 20, even more shots. Why? Because we finna wear his legs out. What happened? Kyrie gets the ball. We're not gonna dance on this young boy. Not yet. Here. Screen. Like, how many bodies you see Anthony Edwards go through in that first game? Kyrie like, come here. Screen, body after body. And then as the game progresses or go forward, resumes, you're like, ooh, he got baby dare legs. Now I can dance on him a little bit. You see what I mean? It was just smart basketball. Like, we're going to wear his ass out. He want to be cute. He think he's a superhero. And so even with that, that's a learning experience for Anthony Edwards. It's like, yes, I can guard. Yes, I am really good on defense. But I know that I am an offensive asset on my team. So I gotta pick and choose my battles. I'll guard Kyrie here if I'm guarding him doing a transition on some plays, or I am the closest man, so I'm gonna guard. Stuff like that, but it can't be like, this is my primary guy, I'm gonna go hunt him. Hell no. Take your ego out of it. This is a chess. This is not checkers. This is chess, baby. You gotta set yourself up for later on in the damn game. Okay? We can't be baby giraffe, baby deer legs at quarter number 3, and some occasions look like quarter number 2. Because you're trying to guard everything. So that's my point with that. You got to be smart. And that just comes with experience, y'all. Okay? So I would like him more on Derrick Jones Jr. And then in spurts, you can do Kyrie. You can try to do Luka, but Luka's too damn big for Anthony Harris. Let's just be honest. When it comes to that situation, he's just going to put him in foul trouble. He's going to use his aggression against him. He's too big. He's too smart at this point for Anthony Harris. So that's just a totally terrible matchup, unfortunately. So as I was saying, I want Kyle Anderson or Naz Reid on him majority of the time. Obviously, Naz Reid, I still want him in a position where he's able to shoot up shots. Now, if I don't know if Naz Reid is a really good slasher off the ball, like when they have the ball and he's not, with the ball's not in his hand, is he good at getting to certain spots? Like, is he good with moving without the ball? Obviously, he can catch and shoot that three-pointer, things of that nature. But whoever Luka's guarding, y'all got to make his ass work a little bit too. Like, oh my God, what are we doing here? Y'all let him sit around. He's on defense doing this. Ooh, he can eat popcorn and shit. He's looking at the crowd. He's like, oh, so they ain't gonna make me work. I can just do this real quick. Do this. And then he goes back to the other side. I'm fresh as hell because y'all not making me play defense. Y'all finna roast y'all. And then he roasts you. Same thing with Kyrie. But Kyrie's smart though. Kyrie, he knows when to pick and choose and things of that nature. As you saw in the last round, I think it was against OKC. He did more of the defensive stuff, and he didn't really take a lot of shots like that. And the rest of the team was able to galvanize and win and things of that nature. But yeah, and like even on defense, if Galford is setting the screen, blitz everybody else. So let's say Galford, Luka. Luka has the ball. Galford set the screen. Blitz everybody else. Know where your man is at. Stay on your man, especially the ones that have the ability to catch and shoot. Then let Galford make a decision from there. Okay, let Galford make that decision. Is he smart enough to make a good pass or a great decision from Luka's pass? You know what I mean? If it's somebody else, maybe you sag off a little bit and let Luka, drive deeper in the paint, see if he makes it or not. You got to mix it up. You can't do the same defense, of course. But on Galford, I'm listening like a mug, and I'm going to see what Galford going to do with that thing. That's just me. And I'm thinking Dwight Powell is going to be playing a little bit now because I heard Lively's not playing. I do the same thing to Powell. I don't think Powell's going to make a lot of great decisions. So you got to make those type of adjustments during the game. Y'all are professionals. I don't want to hear, we've been doing this all year, so we're not comfortable. I get it. When you build habits, it's hard to break them, but you're an NBA professional. So you got to be able to make the adjustments on the fly. You got to be able to modify on the fly, baby. So anyways, that's my thoughts on that, man. As the way coach is playing right now, his substitution patterns and all that, that's why I say he's the Ash Ketchum of coaching right now. You know what I mean? He's doing the same shit, hoping that he hit the wall and stick. And it did stick when he threw it against the wall, something against the wall and stick against the Suns, against the Denver Nuggets. But you're playing against the Mavs now. You can't keep doing the same shit. Thunderbolt.